Welcome to Wilfrids Weekly Devotional number 2. My name is Mr. Hans and I'm the Worship Coordinator at St Wilfrids in Blackburn. Today we're going to look at the idea of praying for blessing. So I'm just going to get up on my laptop here. Praying for blessing. I love the Bible. I love reading about Jesus. I love reading about the stories of the disciples and the early church after Jesus has gone back to heaven. But I also like reading the Old Testament, and there's a great passage in Numbers chapter 22. I'd like you to stop this video now and read it in your own Bible or read it on the screen. Numbers 22 verses 1 to 6. So now you'd have time to read that passage, or I just want you to consider this character Balaam in the Bible. Some could say Balaam, some say Balaam, it's up to you. But a really interesting character. He wasn't an Israelite, but God spoke to him. It says in there, he had the ability to listen to God, and God spoke to him and said things to him. Now, the king called Balak, he had heard about Balaam, and so he'd gone to him and said, listen, the only way we can beat our enemies is if you curse them. Come and curse them. So Balak, this king, has gone to Balaam and said, Balaam, could you ask God to curse God's people? And Balaam's like, what do I do here? What a strange situation. I'm asking God to curse the people that he said he's going to bless. Let's fast forward to what we got now. We're all God's people. When Jesus died on the cross, he gave a way for all of us to enter salvation and to enter a relationship with him. Not just his chosen people, not just through a sacrifice of an animal on the altar. So what I want you to consider is this: Balaam in this situation. He's there, he's been asked to curse God's people, and he does something really stupid. He says, I'll think about it, I'll decide. What he should have done straight away was going, that's not happening, Balak. Whatever you do to me, I don't care. I'm not cursing God's people. But he didn't. He thought about it. He spent some time considering, what would God want me to do? Do you know, in your life, quick challenge, there's things you know that God wants you to do. He wants you to show kindness and love and support to other people. You don't have to ask him for it. He wants you to be generous. You don't have to ask him to say, oh God, do you want me to be generous? Do you want me to help this person? Just get on and do it. Proverbs, it's the chapter 18 verse 21, talks about there being, the tongue could bring life or death. Those who love to talk will reap the consequences. King Solomon, who wrote Proverbs, came up with this conclusion. Your tongue, what you say, can either hurt people or heal people. It can either bring life or death. Just like Balaam had the ability to curse people or bless people, so do you. My challenge for you this week is this: listen carefully to the words you use. Do you bless people with your words? Do people feel better after you've spoken to them? Or do you put them down? Are you negative? Are you sarcastic? Are you rude? Question: if any of those things apply to you, then ask for forgiveness today. Secondly, when was the last time someone spoke a blessing over you, that told you you could do it, told you you were worth it, told you you were able to do more than you're doing at the moment? Someone who made you feel good about yourself. Challenge: go and thank them. Go and speak to them and say, do you know what? Really, really helped me what you said there. I'm really, really grateful. You never know. If you do that, they might do it again. And my final challenge for you is this: who can you bless today with your words? Have a great week, and I'll see you again for Wilfrids Weekly Devotional number 3 next time. Thank you.